What was that? I didn't catch that.
I said it's a damn shame you got a job, man, because your brain works good for this kind of stuff. This is a good idea.
Oh. Well, thank you.
My screen says on the air. Does that mean we're live? No, right? It says you're live when you're live.
Yeah, we're live.
Okay, then I'm gonna stop talking.
It's all good.
Oh, it's not.
There's no rules to this.
But that's my rule.
All right.
Let me go on my phone. You want to practice your intro?
No.
Jesus.
Hey, look, I gotta find it. Oh, there it is.
Uh-oh. You gotta correct the name of this broadcast too.
Well, what do you mean?
It says the after Daytona Hangover and losing money. Losing.
Yeah, I'll change that before it goes out. I don't think I can change it now.
Stop duck walking.
It's been 2 weeks. This was if we'd have kept it like it's supposed to be, we'd have had some folks in here. Oh, there we go. There go Lee Sturgis. What is up, my friend? So now I really got to be on my toes because I can't see the countdown.
You know that guy from Blackbird's Harley Davidson that's always doing the Indian Harley comparison stuff?
Yeah.
He just put out I'm just looking at a short he put out. It says, "Stop duck walking." He got a whole skit going on.
Those dudes are funny.
Yeah. Lee Sturgis is in the house.
Yep. I gotta go grocery shopping after this.
Who's going grocery shopping?
Me and the wife. The wife
Tonight?
and I. Yeah, as soon as we get done.
Where you going?
To the Krogs. It's 5 Points Friday. Gotta get them points, man.
I don't know what that means, but I'm sure at some point in the future I will, because apparently that's what they're building up the block from me.
Yes, sir. You get discounts on fuel, man. I'm still paying like $1 something per gallon.
Yeah, I'd have to see some documentation to prove that.
Copy that. I'll connect you with my people.
And you may be, I'm going to say you're probably paying $1 something per gallon, maybe once or twice, but not every time you get gas. That ain't happening.
Yeah,
I have a discount on my gas.
We did. We missed you guys too, man. It seems like it's been a long time.
Oh, we're going to talk about that.
Oh my gosh.
Get the infraction pin out.
Terrible.
Terrible.
All right, everybody. Welcome to Splitting Lanes, where we have 3 hosts, endless topics, and conversations that never stay in one lane for long. It has been 2 weeks since we've done a live broadcast, so we are back in the booth, so to speak. So, as always, we have our panel here, our esteemed panel. We'll bring them in. So, right here, I've got Robert Simmons from Be the Boss of Your Motorcycle.
Mm-hmm.
And in the middle, we are supposed to have someone else in here. However, due to technical difficulties, he will be joining us. Uh-oh.
No.
Go for it.
No. First of all, guys, before I get into it, good to see you guys, even though I can't see you, but you can see me. Good to be back here live. And we're not going to say this is technical difficulties. That's first of all, because you said we have 3 hosts. I only see 2 and a picture of one. And if you say technical difficulties, then it puts it on you. So no, this is not a technical difficulty.
Hey,
that was last week. We're going to talk about
that. Yeah. Anyway, so our third member will be joining us shortly. So
we don't know that.
Yeah, right.
We hope.
So actually, you know what? Maybe we'll get a hold of Joe Go and see if Joe Go wants to take this spot for a night.
I'm pretty sure Joe is busy, but that would be awesome. Wouldn't that be awesome?
Yeah, it would. Yeah.
You know, put him right in his spot too. His nemesis.
Heck yeah,
that would be awesome.
All right.
Well, listen, if you look at my background, you can clearly see I'm not home. I am in Texas, your home state.
Yes,
and
sir. There he is.
Look at that. He was only 7 minutes late. That's not bad.
Wow, how'd that go? Oh.
What's going on, man?
What's up, fellas?
Hey.
We're good, man.
Can you
We're
hear
good.
me?
Yeah, we got you.
Excellent.
How you doing?
I'm pretty good. Enjoying retired life.
Introduce yourself. Because we did the introductions, but you weren't here.
That's fair.
Yeah.
So go ahead.
Here, but well, before we go ahead, I gotta add your face camera here. Hold on. Let me do this, and this. Boom. There you go.
Yeah,
All
that's
right.
me.
Yeah, now we're good. So Robert is on a different computer, which caused some issues with the program. So everything's straight now. We're good. Back to our regularly scheduled program.
Okay, well, I'm waiting for my infraction. Let's just go ahead and get that out of the way.
No.
Hey,
Listen,
we good.
We have an agenda, and infractions is the third thing we're going to discuss. So go right ahead.
Oh, goodness, yeah. So as we do, I'll let these guys say a little something before we get going. So Q, go ahead and say what you got, man.
Man, I've been in Savannah area for about a year, and I've discovered that I hate these little things here called no-see-ums. They've made my day miserable. I'm wearing long sleeve shirts now to protect myself from the gnats. And yeah, this sucks. I'll be glad when they're gone. But glad to be here with you gents tonight.
Yeah.
Yeah, so what'd you say? No-see-ums?
No-see-ums.
What's that?
They're little gnats. They're tiny little gnats.
So instead of saying tiny little gnats, you said no-see-em.
Because that's what they're called.
So
no.
So
I think they're called gnats.
No, they're called no-see-ums. No-see-ums. And they suck.
I'm gonna do like a finesse. So you're gonna pay a price when you want to live near water. You wanted a pond behind your house, you're gonna get gnats. Now, do you have no gnat? Do you use that?
I have a variety of sprays and things. Honestly, I don't use them. I just wear long sleeve shirts.
No.
As long as I remember to put on a long sleeve shirt, it works.
So I will say to you, when I first moved down to Pooler, Georgia, and I was working for the Savannah police, and anytime we went, I forgot where it was exactly, but it was a part of Savannah that's right near water. the gnats were just crazy, and they all were saying, "You need to get some no gnat." I went and got this no gnat. That stuff is like magic. It smells like lemony. You can spray it anyway. You can rub it on your face, whatever, and they just leave you alone. So
Nice.
you might want to invest in that. You know how much you sweat. The last thing we need you doing is wearing
Oh,
long sleeve
dang.
shirts
Oh,
unnecessarily.
dang. Oh, dang.
Man,
Max
I would
is in the
rather
house. What's up,
sweat
Max?
than get bit by them damn bugs. Those bugs are something else, man. Oh my God, they're
Yeah,
terrible.
So can
All
you
right.
can
Yeah,
you
they
please
are.
explain to us, being Oscar and myself and the people watching, why you were tardy for the party, if you care to share it.
I'm it's fine. I don't mind sharing. I know I'm going to get blasted no matter what. So, well,
Some BS about to happen when he
I
turns sideways.
well,
Yeah.
no. I'm about to lay the blame for this squarely on Oscar because we sent out the text and Oscar didn't respond. I'm like, okay, well, I'm gonna find other plans. So
Wow.
that's
Okay.
why I was late. This is
Wow.
Okay.
all Oscar's fault.
Wow.
This is the weakest, the
Wow.
That's the
weakest
best excuse
defense
I could
I've
come up with.
ever heard.
That's
Okay,
the
hold on.
best excuse I could come up with. I couldn't come up with anything else.
Okay, so well, how about just being accountable? How about that?
Nah, blaming other people is easier.
Yeah. All
Mike,
right.
so
So
Mike,
yeah, go
I'm
ahead.
sorry, Mike texted, "Are we ready to roll Oscar?" That was at 5:53. And because he didn't get a response, he just said, "Screw splitting lanes. I'm gonna make other plans." No, 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 man. No, no bueno. No bueno. I was
Well,
here
Wait, when did
because if
what time did I respond?
you responded at that's a good question. Oh yeah, that's a really good question.
yeah.
5:20, no, 6:29. No, I'm sorry, that's wrong. 6:27. That's when you responded.
Okay.
So, hold up. What were the other plans that you made?
This Friday.
Yeah,
Friday is
he's
not a
got
plan.
nothing.
It's Friday.
It's hold up. Didn't he start out by saying just loving retirement? Friday is every
Yeah.
day. What are you talking about? Just
Yeah.
Friday?
Well,
Every
that
day.
is true. So today is Friday. Just like yesterday is Friday, and tomorrow's going to be Friday. And I see old Lee, no CMs, Paris Island sand fleas. Okay, I didn't know that. But sand gnats is another name for them. I don't know. I don't know what else they call them, but they are a terror. They bite. Um, there's something else.
Finesse.
And as soon as they're gone, they get replaced by those flies, horse flies or dragon flies or something or another. I don't know.
Finesse. See how he tried to pivot real quick? We getting into his ass, and he's like, "Oh, Lee
Oh,
Sturgis."
no.
Look down at the
Oscar
comments.
again put up a comment. It's something from Lee.
All right.
And I'm
So
blaming Oscar.
here we go. Now we're gonna go ahead and put this all out on Front Street. All right. So yes, it has been 2 weeks since our last live. Actually, it's been 2 weeks since anything has come out on the channel, recorded or live. So last week we did record a video. However, I was having some technical issues and ran out of hard drive space, which I'm in the process of correcting right now. But I did not put out the video that we recorded last week, and then prior to that, we were supposed to do a live, but I was mixed up because that's when Rob's truck went down and he said he was having issues. So I was like, we're not doing a show today. So I went on about my business. So yes, for the last 2 weeks, I am responsible for the lack of the Splitting Lanes live show. For that, I apologize to the audience.
Apology, my crap.
To
It's a
these
bunch
guys
of crap.
here.
No. Infraction. Write yourself an infraction. Whip out the pen and pad.
Hold up. How is Mike? I want you to, when this video comes out, I want you to watch what he just said and watch it about 5 times because that's what accountability looks like, right? He's being accountable.
Here we go. Look, 2 weeks.
I
I got 2
appreciate that.
infractions. There they go. They're right there.
I appreciate that finesse. I appreciate that. Now I will say that I said I voted that he not get an infraction for the hard drive thing. The other one was just him skimming stuff instead of reading it. That's why he messed that up. But the technical stuff, can't blame him for that. I mean, you could, but I won't.
Yeah, yeah, I got you. I got you. All right, so today's topics are going to be interesting, uh,
Hmm.
as you guys could tell from the title. And don't. Okay, I misspelled losing. Apparently,
Yes,
it
you
says
did.
losing,
Losing.
but
Sounds
I can't
inappropriate.
change it right now. We're just gonna have to deal with it. We're gonna have to let it ride.
Yeah,
What's up, Kim
yeah.
and Matt? You guys are in.
In the house.
But today's topics, we are going to start off with the Daytona Hangover. So basically, the Daytona experience, and now that those 2 weeks are in the books and the riding season is officially open,
Officially started.
do you guys have any takeaways from Daytona?
Absolutely. Go ahead, Mike.
No, I was going to say one of my takeaways, Oscar. You remember we were talking about how you noticed more Indian motorcycles in Daytona than you had prior years,
Here we
and on
go.
my ride back, I was thinking about that. No, no, this is a serious topic. It's a serious. I was
Okay.
trying to come up with an explanation for it, and here's my explanation. This is very technical, or it's not very technical. Every year, Indian sells more motorcycles. So I don't know how many bikes they sell a year. Let's say they sell 50,000 bikes a year. So if they sold 50,000 bikes in 24 and 50,000 bikes in 25, that's another 50,000 bikes on the year. So every year they got more and more bikes on the road. So every year you're going to have more and more bikes show up in Daytona of whatever it is. It's
Okay.
just like the new Harleys. You saw more of the new Harleys than you ever had before because every year they're selling more of them. So
Yeah.
next year you'll probably have that vintage.
Chief
What's the new bike?
or
The
the
vintage
Roadmaster?
Chief. You'll probably no that well, the one with the seat, that the one that you had me sit on
Yeah, the
out
Chief.
there, the Chief.
The
You'll
chief.
probably see some of those out there. So every year you're just going to have more vehicles on the road. That's why you saw more Indians. You'll see even more next year. So that's the
Yeah.
explanation. So see there.
Well, yes, that I think that's a large part of it for sure. I mean, it makes sense. They're selling more, so you're going to see more. But
Yeah.
Yep.
what I was trying to get at is that when you see groups of bikes heading to Daytona, I mean, I guess it's the same thing. But you see groups of bike heading to Daytona. Usually, it'd be like a group, and it'd be like 6 or 7 Harleys, and they're going down the road. Every time I passed a group, there was at least 1 or 2 Indian motorcycles in
Yep.
those groups. So
Yep.
and that's on the way going and coming back. And it's to me, I mean, obviously, they stand out to me more than they probably
Yeah.
would for you guys.
Yeah. Yeah.
But yeah, like it's a great thing to see. I like it. I like it. That's all.
They're in the back of that pack, right?
See, I
Negative,
didn't even
sir.
fire that shot. So I mean,
Yeah,
again,
No,
yeah.
it's not a
I
shot.
will stand by what I've said that I'm not the trash talk of the group.
I'm just
It's the
asking.
guy
I'm,
to the
I'm
right.
asking a question. And usually, if you see a pack of motorcycles riding together, and there's a
Mhm.
majority of Harleys, you ain't gonna see Indians in the front of the pack. That's the only reason I asked. Indian
Oh no.
motorcycles.
I know for a fact I didn't see any in the front. I did see them within
Yeah.
the middle though.
Okay. Yeah, that makes sense. That makes
Not
sense.
leading. Yeah.
All right,
Mhm.
Mike. The actual question was, what was you know, your experience for Daytona? That was the really question for you.
I mean, to me, the riding in Daytona is not that great because Daytona is flat and straight, and Knoxville, the Knoxville area has better riding than Daytona. What
Mm-hmm.
Daytona is for me, it's the kickoff to to bike season, to riding season. It's kind of a reunion. Uh, Traveling Tall's bike show was cool. It was great to see a lot of subscribers out there. I got to meet some people who've been following my channel for a while. I'd never met them before, so that was cool. I got
Mm-hmm.
a new windshield on my bike. I had some other stuff I wanted to get. I just didn't get an opportunity to do it. But
Yeah.
no, I enjoyed it. I enjoyed Daytona. Good Lord willing, and the creek don't rise. I'm going to go every year because it's just a cool place
Yeah.
to go. And I ran into one of my high school classmates there, which was
Oh
surprising.
dang.
Oh.
That's awesome.
Yeah, so that was. I mean, because I don't really keep up with a whole lot of my high school. Actually, I don't keep up with anybody I went to high school with, and I just
Mhm.
saw on Facebook they said, "Hey, I'm in Daytona," so I looked them up and hung out for a little bit. So that was cool.
Yeah, man. Um, for me, Daytona is always about people. It's always about the meet and greets and the people that you meet and shaking hands and hugging people and not hugging people like Oscar was hugging somebody that he thought was his wife. But,
What?
you know,
What? What the, what? See,
if
that's
you
that.
know, you
See,
know.
see,
If
that's
you
that
know, you
stuff,
know.
man. That's that
If you
stuff.
know, you know. Listen, go back and watch whatever episode that was when you were having some kind of issue with recognizing what your wife looks like on more than one occasion.
Hey,
So,
hey, look.
okay, so exactly. Listen,
Hey, continue on.
when people don't have a retort, you're not going to hear words. You're going to hear sounds. Hey, hey, okay. So listen, Daytona, the weather was perfect.
Perfect.
Um,
Yep.
People were good. I did a meet and greet at Lord Tigers, so shout out to them. I had some people come out there for that. I did a meet and greet at Tab Performance the next day. I was supposed to go inside of the International Speedway to hook up with Tab Performance, but that just didn't work out. I didn't get a chance to do it. Couldn't get in the place because I couldn't find out where the tickets were. Um, but Tiffany, Renee, and myself, we hosted a ride. Now, this is something I just thought of, and I said, you know what? I asked Tiffany and Dan if they wanted to do it, and they were like, yeah, we're going to be there. Why not? And it was a simple ride from Destination Daytona to the Speedway. No highway, so streets, 30-minute ride tops. And the reason I wanted to do this is because it's still Tiffany and I doing a meet and greet, but we're not just standing around talking. We did that at first, and then we had a little briefing. And before we left, the sheriff's department showed up on wheels, motor officers, and they just wanted to know what we were doing. And we told them we just getting ready to take a short ride. And I asked one of them because when I first pulled in, they didn't have all of those cones up. So I said, "Oh, great! When we pull out, we could just go straight and make the left." And then he told me, "No. They put all the cones back up." So I was like, "Oh man, that means now we have to leave Destination Daytona Boulevard, make a right turn, and go down, and then make a U-turn." And I was
Hmm.
like, "Oh man!" But then they stepped up. They were like, "Listen," they
Yeah, they
said, "We'll
did.
escort you out. We'll block off the lane when you make that first right." They had some side roads blocked off, and then when we make the U-turn, they had the opposite flow traffic blocked off. I mean, that was beautiful, man. It really was good, and we had like 60 motorcycles that showed up. So it was a
How
great
many? How
ride, no
many? How many did you
incidents.
have? How many motorcycles was it?
We had 60. Of course, Mike thought he saw
100.
100. So
100.
you know, it is what it is.
Yeah. There was a lot
Everybody's
of
not good
bikes
at
there.
estimating.
Yeah.
It was
Yeah, it was a
bikes,
lot of bikes there. It was
trikes.
a nice ride. And we're able to keep everybody together. That's what was kind of cool because I was like,
Yeah,
man, we're going all the way to the Speedway from Destination Daytona. I'm like, there's no way we'll keep all these bikes together. Now I don't know who the riders were who were uh, blocking traffic for us. They did a nice job as well. So I
yeah.
don't know if any of them are on here, but kudos to them. They were able to keep us all together. And man, that was so cool to have those police officers or the motor officers come out there and step up the way they did because they were really cool. That was
And
a
let me
good
tell
trip
you
because they
something
didn't have
also.
any idea what we were doing.
Let me tell you something. And I said this to a couple of people. It as much as I appreciated what those motor officers did, part of me expects it and I understand it. And what I'm referring to is right now their detail is hanging around Daytona, Destination Daytona, because it's a different vibe at Destination Daytona than it is, say, on Main Street, right? So they're just making sure that the flow of traffic is going and blah, blah, blah. So, AKA, they're bored to tears. So if they have the opportunity, if they have the opportunity to do what motor officers love to do, and that's outriding. Oh yeah, and if you watch them, I don't know if you saw this, Mike, but you had one guy that went up the front, right? He's going
Hmm.
up so that he can block that U-turn. You had one guy blocking; he was already ahead of us. He's blocking the traffic so we can make that right turn. Then you had another motor officer on that side street blocking that traffic. When the whole package made that right turn, you had another motor officer behind us. Did you see what he was doing?
No.
Zigzag.
Making
Oh,
sure
okay.
nobody
So
passed you.
I didn't see that.
to make sure nobody passes. And I've done this in cars and motorcycles. If you want to, usually if there's an accident up ahead, this usually happens on a midnight shift when there's less cars, so people are going faster. If you
Mhm.
want to slow the traffic down, the worst thing you could do is just expect everybody to just stop. So you need to get a car out there to be an advanced car to start just doing a serpentine
Mhm.
to slow everybody down. And it's so funny. There was always somebody that as soon as I went this way, they would go, "Oh, good, now I can go."
Trying to
You know,
stick.
it's
Yeah.
dumb people everywhere. And me watching them do that and do it so well, so coordinated. Everybody knew what they were supposed to
Mhm.
do. It just brought back memories. So I understand why they helped us out, and I wish. Listen, I bet you they wish they could have taken us all the way, right? Because
Yeah,
it was
Well,
good. It
that's
was pretty
awesome.
good stuff.
well, I tell you what, as someone who's never been a police officer, I was pleasantly surprised that they weren't jerks about it. Like, you guys didn't tell us you're going to do this. You got to break this thing up or whatever.
Hmm.
They were cool. They were really cool. Because I spoke to a couple of them and they were like, "No, we'll help you guys get there. Where are you going? What route you want to take? All right,
That's
we'll get
awesome.
you out of here." And I'm like, "Oh wow,
Yeah,
okay." No, they
yeah, that's
were
cool.
first class. They were first
Well,
Well,
class. They
guess
did a
what?
great job.
They were, but of course they were. Like, why wouldn't they be? We don't have to ask them permission to go for a motorcycle ride, especially at a place where there's motorcycles everywhere. So,
Yeah.
everywhere.
you know what? I'm glad you brought that up. I'm glad you brought that
Mhm.
up. Now I'm going off the agenda because I want to ask you guys a
No,
question.
on splitting
Yeah,
lanes.
splitting
Nah.
lanes. Yeah. So I was watching a video, right? I was watching a video, and it was somebody complaining about the Daytona Police Department's
Mm,
enforcement. And they were talking about how the police department they don't they're basically not understanding the culture. And I want to know what your guys' take is on this matter. Of course, again, I'm talking about Main Street. What's your take on the enforcement? If you're aware of it, maybe you're not aware of the
Mhm.
level of enforcement that they were doing down there. But what's your take on that? And anybody in the comment section, you can let me know as well. What's your take
yeah,
on the level of enforcement? If you don't know the level of enforcement, then the question doesn't apply to you.
yeah. So I had not noticed anything different than previous years. I mean, they were, and I didn't see any of the Main Street, the camera tickets or whatever. You know what I'm saying? I didn't see any of that when I was going. I rode down Main
Yeah.
Street quite often while I was there,
Hmm.
and people had their phones out, they were videoing, whatever. So, I don't know. I didn't see anything different if you're doing what you're supposed to do, which is ride your bike, have fun, enjoy the time. If you're out there trying to burn tires and pop wheelies, I saw people getting pulled over for that. I mean, but that's it. What would you expect if you're acting like a jackass? So
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't see anything that seemed unusual. In past trips to Daytona, I've seen people get pulled over for running lights or speeding, things like that. And that's the kind of stuff you kind of expect them to do, because the reality, if they did not do those things, it would encourage people to be even more stupid.
Hmm.
I've seen in the past where people have had accidents, and so I know that they're just really busy out there. And when you see the first responders running around, you try to stay out of their way,
mm-hmm.
give them space, let them do what they have to do. You'd see ambulances run by, and like, oh, something bad just happened.
Yeah,
But
Yeah.
I didn't see anything that was
yeah,
abnormal or unusual. I don't
Yeah.
I don't have any issues there because I don't do stupid stuff on there. But I didn't see anything unusual. I give them credit for what they do because that's so many bikes that are in there. I mean,
Yeah.
it's incredible. It's incredible how
yeah,
they're able to keep as many people safe as there are.
yeah. And
I
then
actually spoke to a local, and I was asking them like, "Hey, what do you guys think about Bike Week? Does it bother you when you have all these thousands and thousands of bikers coming here?" And they're like, "No,
Hmm.
it's part of the environment. They're used to it."
yeah, and
Yeah.
then you have. Oh well, first off, Matt had said they were heard people were getting pulled over for glasses. So that's an
Yeah.
actual law
Glasses.
in Florida. So you don't have to wear
Oh,
a
really?
helmet, but you have to have something to protect your eyes. Yeah.
Oh,
So that's just one
Listen.
of those things. Now, did they enforce that all the time or more this time? I don't know. I This is the first I've heard of people having an issue with it as far as with the police, but
mhm.
I would assume that if you had did this before, they would give you a ticket then too.
Yeah.
That's the law pretty much everywhere, right? You have to have eye protection. and eye protection is more important than a helmet. Why do I say that? Because the helmet, or lack thereof, only affects you. You get something in your eye and then you can't see. Now you wind up hitting somebody else. So I get that. But I wanted to talk about that the person kept bringing up, said it more than once. I started to make a video responding to this video, but I don't have time for that.
Yeah.
The person kept bringing up culture and like how the police department is not in touch with the culture and they're ruining the culture. The police department don't give a crap about motorcycle culture. Like that's not what they're there for. They're there to enforce laws and keep people safe, not maintain culture. Now, it could be a million cops someplace and they could be enforcing the law to the letter. Guess who's not concerned? Me, because I follow the law. Well, I speed
Right.
sometimes.
Yeah.
Sometimes.
Yeah. Well, see, and then you have, if you're say you're one of those motor officers out there, and you're doing all you're patrolling your area, keeping your area safe, and now you're trying to respond to something, and you got all these bikes and people in your way. That's going to frustrate you. You know what I mean? So you're already putting those guys on edge while they're being vigilant already. So if you have a bad experience while you're in Daytona, that's probably part of it. Not giving them an excuse, but just saying.
And the other thing is, a lot of people don't realize that when they have events, any kind of event like this, you're preparing for it as soon as it ends for the next one, right? And numbers are always going to be gathered. How many incidents do we have of this? How many calls do we have for this? Blah, blah, blah. And listen, I remember every year we would have to do the Puerto Rican Day Parade, and motorcycles are always involved. So the Highway Patrol would only go to these events for motorcycle enforcement. And it's like anything else. You know what roads, depending on certain towns, everybody knows if there's an area where the cops are always writing speeding tickets, guess what everybody does there? They slow down. The only people that are speeding are the people that don't know. So if you want to make sure that things don't get out of hand, you have to police proactively. If you want to make sure that stuff does not get out of hand, you have to get out in front of it. So that means you have to pick up the enforcement, right? Like if we had an incident where there was a shooting or something like that, any kind of level 1 crime, then all enforcement in that area goes up. Things that you might just say, not a big deal. No, that's going to be enforced. And so I understand why they do what they do. And a lot of the time they were giving people warnings, right? It all depends. You got people riding bikes with no license plates and people don't have registration. And a lot of the times, if you're doing something or you have something on your bike that can visually be seen as an infraction, not that kind of infraction, right? Now you give the police a right to pull you over, and then when other stuff ain't right, now all of that comes out. Anytime you see somebody's motorcycle on a tow truck and it's not broken down, that ain't the cops' fault, right? So, I just wanted to hear you guys take on that. The whole culture thing it was annoying me because who gives a crap about the culture?
Right.
Right.
For sure. And there's another part of this too, right? Because we did this in the military. So when there's an issue in the squadron, if there's an issue, say on the streets, right? Communication is part of mitigation, right? So you're going to be like, hey, this year we're going to be cracking down on X, Y, and Z. Just them saying that, just them reporting that, all they have to do is pull over one person, and then word of mouth is going to start spreading like, oh man, they're out here doing it, So that's going to help with the deterrence as well. So, just because one person here or one person there, and then like you were saying, people are getting warnings. So as you're passing by, you don't know they're getting a warning. All you see is them pulled over and the dude writing something on a piece of paper. So that's going to keep you as a person that recently had a ticket. I can tell you right now, that is enough that's going to deter you from doing other things. So that's just part of it. You know what I mean?
And at the end of the day, police officers, like most people's jobs, most people want to go to work and just have an easy day, right? That's what they want. Most people, they're pretty much doing the same thing every day. So that's not an issue. But with police work, you never know what kind of day you're going to have. So you just hope everything works out, right? And especially in that kind of situation, you want to be down there. The good thing about them is at least most of the time they can be on the bike. But if you notice, they're walking up and down. So they're on their feet. They're wearing the boots with the breeches. Those boots are not the most comfortable to be walking around in for a long time. Um, and so really, they don't want to have any incidents, right? And if they have to have it, hopefully it's something that's consensual and there's people are cooperating. So again, I'm always on that side of it, so I can, and I'm not just on the police side as far as police officer. I'm also always on the supervisor of police officers. So so I get all of that. I get all of that.
Yeah.
So that's all I
Yeah,
wanted to
there's
talk to you guys
layers.
about.
There's layers, that's for sure.
Absolutely, absolutely.
All right. So, as far as my Daytona experience, what I took away from Daytona,
Hold
one,
up. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Oscar. I sincerely apologize. One of my experiences that I have to share with you guys is Oscar once again flaking on us. I mean,
oh my
flaking on us.
gosh,
Listen.
oh my
We were like, you know
gosh.
what? We're gonna all be in Daytona at the same time. I said, dude, we're going on this ride. Tiffany, Renee, myself, Mike is coming. You should be there. Oh, I'll see what I can do. And then, sure enough, we get there. We get ready to leave. Nowhere to be found. And then when we get there and he shows up way after the ride, his response is, "I was tired. I'm gonna do the finesse side."
Hey, look here, man. Look here, man. I gotta cue up the music. You know what I'm saying? That's what I got.
Too
I gotta get it ready.
sad music.
I gotta get it ready for next time. So I drove in that night. I got in at about 10 o'clock after working and waiting on my son to get home so we could go down there because he came with us because he had a birthday. Happy birthday! And it was 10 o'clock, man. I traveled. I loaded bikes, unloaded bikes, did all this crap, and I was tired, man. I fell asleep. It was just one of those things. And even now, this dude, even now, I've been working 2 weeks straight essentially. So it just hasn't been good, man. I finally got a break. The wife is fit in the chair. All right, look, that's it. That's all I got, man. That's all I got. All right, I was busy. I was tired. It happened. All right, moving on. So my
So all
experience,
this,
what I took from Daytona, was one. It was a great event. And like Robert, I was supposed to meet with Tab Performance to get onto the track with them, but I got there a little late, and then once I got trying to get the coordination to get the pass to go inside, the time just didn't work out essentially. So that's what went down there. But I am going to Road Atlanta for next month for the King of the Baggers race there, and I will be getting with Tab Performance. So you definitely have to come over to the channel to check that out. But the more to come on that. Anyway,
hold on, because I'm gonna get in this guy's ass. He's knocking on the door. Hold on. Come on in here, man.
That's a sad story, Oscar.
hold up.
Come on in here, man.
Oh yeah, I know.
I'm doing a
We must
live
have a
show.
guest.
Yeah, have a seat back there, man. It's Kelly B. Glide.
Kelly B.
What up, man? What up, man?
He said, "What up, man?" He got a
Kelly
damn
B.
camera. I'll talk to you about him in a second. But go ahead, Finesse.
Yeah. So another thing about the races, Indian Motorcycle did almost a clean sweep of the races. So they won. I think they won the challenge race. I'm not too sure about that. Then they won race 1 and they run race 2, and it wasn't even by a little bit. They won by like a lot. So it was fantastic. Yeah, I see him back there. It's cool. Hey, sleep all you want, man. Sleep all you want. You're riding your bike based on the King of the Baggers, so it's all good, whether you like to admit it or not. Anyway. Also, I didn't participate, but yes, sir. Yeah, man, that's good. So I did not participate, but I was there in support of a all females ride, or I guess it was a ladies first ride, but they did allow males to go, but they follow in the back. But anyway, India Motorcycle was hosting a women's ride that first weekend on the Saturday. And me and Mrs. Finesse went over there to see all of those ladies. I'm still working on that video and trying to get all that stuff out, but it was a great time. And those ladies have an amazing story. They are a worldwide organization. So really cool to meet all of them. I had a fantastic time. I also met Mike Kennedy, the new owner of Indian Motorcycle. And I also had a chance to sit and kind of chew the fat with Ola Stenegard. He is the lead designer for Indian Motorcycle. So, for me, I had a fantastic time, did a lot of networking, met a few subscribers and gained a few new subscribers. So it was a real good time, man. I had a fantastic time at Daytona.
Yeah, man.
Good stuff.
Finesse the Challenger YouTube channel is growing like a weed, man.
Oh, yeah, it did. It did. It went, I think I was at like 7,000. It was just like 5,000.
That's because I made a phone call, man. I made a phone call.
Is that what it was? Hey, man, I appreciate any phone calls that hey, you can make some more if you want.
Listen, now he should know. Finesse should know he ain't getting off that easy. I let that slide. He gave you a politician's answer on why he flaked on us. But we're gonna get into the weeds. Put the other screen back up. I want people to see you when you're lying. Okay, so what time did you say you went to bed the night before? I'm taking copious notes here.
Stand by.
Oh God, he put the screen on me so he could put food in his mouth.
Q, you want to say something?
Oh,
I got nothing. I have absolutely nothing. I'll say that I was encouraged by Oscar saying he drove to Daytona. I rode to Daytona on a motorcycle because it was a motorcycle event.
Man,
Yeah.
look.
I just got to take a shot. I gotta take
If
a
it
shot.
was
I
a
mean, them
nice
pretty little
ride,
Indians-
if it was a
them
nice
pretty
ride
little
to
Indians gotta
Daytona,
be
I would.
protected from the sun because they might melt.
No. If it was a nice ride to Daytona, that's one thing. But it's flat and straight, just like you said, and I've done it 4 or 5 times already. So
listen, you don't owe him an explanation as to how you got there. What you owed us an explanation on is why you flaked again. And so, all right, now that you finished eating, if you don't recall, you said you went to bed like
I was not eating.
10 o'clock.
I was not.
I heard
eating.
food in your mouth.
We
You heard
something.
nothing. You heard nothing. You have no proof.
We heard something.
Didn't you say you got to bed like 10 o'clock?
Well, we got in at 10. I think I got to bed at like, I don't know, 11 maybe, 10:30, 11.
Okay.
Like
Even if I
actual
give
bed?
you- even if I give you midnight, right? Even if I give you midnight,
Okay.
that's 8 hours plus of sleep. And like I told him, we all will, if there's something we really want to do, I don't give a damn how tired we are. It's going to happen, period. But basically he said, screw them. I ain't going.
No.
Blake.
No.
And now as soon as I got home,
Look here.
I poured me a bowl of Frosted Flakes.
Dang.
If I was by myself, that's one thing. But I was laid up next to a beautiful woman. I need all the time I can get. You know what I'm talking about?
Oh, would you stop it? Would you stop it with the BS? Don't,
Hey,
Well, he's
don't
kissing
try
her.
to
You
blame
gotta
Crystal
kiss
and
her.
it's
Yeah.
okay.
Don't try to blame
It's okay.
Crystal.
It is what
Don't
it
try to
is.
blame
It is
Crystal.
what it is.
Don't try to blame
Anyway, so after Daytona, I'm assuming
look.
everybody here in the chat had a great time at Daytona. I didn't hear all of this craziness like Robert was talking about earlier with the police presence. I thought the police were doing a fantastic job. I had no issues there. And one of the next things we're going to talk about before we get into our last thing, because I think that's going to be actually quite funny, is what's your opinion on losing money on a trade-in of your motorcycle? Right? So you want to get this new bike. And you're going to go in there, you have your old bike, you take it in. And for you personally, it probably means a lot, done a lot, all of this stuff. And they come back with some quote like 10 grand or 5 grand less than what you think it should be. What are you guys' take on that?
It's the cost of doing business. I mean, if you're going to trade in your bike, the dealership has to make money on every interaction that they have with you. That's their objective. So they aim to make money on trade-ins. They're going to make money on financing. They're going to make money on selling you a new bike. They're going to make money on selling you insurance or extended warranties. Everything is a profit opportunity for them, and they're not going to pass it up. And so you're not going to get what you want. If you want them, to maximize the value out of what you put into a motorcycle, a car, or anything else you're trading in, sell it yourself. That's the best thing you can do. You're not going to do well on trade-ins ever. The dealerships are not nonprofits.
Yeah. I apologize. I didn't ask this earlier, and I'm not asking it because I saw anything that warrants it, but it just has to be asked. Mike, have you consumed any intoxicants today?
I will be consuming some Tennessee tea here. And how much longer are we going to run, Oscar? In approximately 20 minutes, I will be sucking down an ice cold Jack Daniels and Diet Coke.
Please answer the questions as they are asked. I didn't
I
ask you
did.
what you're going to do. I asked you what have you done? Have you consumed any intoxicants today?
I plan to consume my first
Oh,
intoxicant in about 20
Jesus.
minutes. I have not
This is
consumed
the
anything yet,
No.
but the Jack Daniels is waiting for me, but it's coming.
the fact that he is having a problem answering this question directly leads me to believe that the answer is yes.
No, it is not. Or at least
Okay,
not
very
yet.
good.
It's coming. Oh, it's coming.
Crazy.
Very good.
So here's my 2 cents on this. Oh, I'm sorry. Unless you wanted to go, Rob.
No, go ahead, Finesse.
No, okay. So yes, the dealers are there to make money. I get all of that. However, I'm not there to lose money either. Okay. Now, I'm not going to say I'm going to die on that hill like I need X amount of dollars and I ain't budging from that, whatever. I think it has to make sense. If you're telling me the bike is worth, this, and it's, I mean, it just has to make sense, right? You're not gonna, I don't. If it's a dealership that's gonna give me some ridiculous amount, you know what I'm saying? Like if like when I traded in my Challenger, if they told me they were gonna give me $1,500 for it, I'd have told them to kick rocks. You know what I mean? There's no way. Like it has to make sense. Of course, that's an extreme measure, but
Yeah.
too many times under the guise of business, people get taken advantage of, whether that's purchasing a vehicle or selling a vehicle. I don't believe in the upcharging thing. I don't believe in, when at the height of COVID, when they were talking about, oh, we got this one truck, but we got to charge you extra for it to sell it. Yeah, that's bull crap. So I don't pay any of those extra fees. I have not yet. So to me, it's a point to where you're discrediting the company by what you're doing, or the brand rather, by what you're doing to a degree. Now, I know they're going to make up money other ways, like through the maintenance part of it, and all of the clothing and apparel, those types of things. There's other ways that dealerships can make money. That's why those things are in place for dealerships. So if as long as it makes sense, I don't mind losing a couple grand here and there, especially because I've dealt with that, whatever machine that was, so I understand. Okay, I get it. Yep, right. So, but if it's something crazy, oh heck no.
Okay, so you touched on something else too. You touched on supply and demand and upcharging, and how much you hate it and you won't pay it. Correct?
Yep.
Where did you stay in Daytona?
I stayed. Hell, I don't know the hotel.
I knew I should have asked Crystal.
You sure
Okay.
should have. We didn't pay any money for it though. I just used some points.
What? Nice.
Okay.
What you paid?
You use some points, but you understand that every hotel is upcharged at in any event.
No. Look. I get it.
Uh-oh.
I understand that. You know what I'm saying? That's not thousands of dollars, and nor am I financing it. We're talking about a couple
Doesn't
$100
matter.
here and there. I understand,
matter.
right?
Doesn't
But
matter.
there's limits to it. There's limits to it. So just
Are there?
just like oh man, I just don't want to. So if I go to purchase something, right,
Uh-huh.
and they're telling me there's an upcharge, then I'm going to go search until I find something that's either not an upcharge or something that I'm willing to pay. Okay.
Yeah.
And I tell people that every time when they ask me about bikes, about cars, whatever the case may be, if they're going to upcharge you, start calling, call another state, go around,
Absolutely.
because your money, you have to be smart with your money, right? Because just because they have it and like you're saying with the supply and demand, if they want to charge that, fine. I've got no problem with them wanting to do it. But you
Yeah,
also,
you do.
no. I don't. They can do that if they want to do that.
Ah,
I'm not going to buy it. I'm sure
oh, okay.
somebody's going to buy it, but I'm not going to buy
Exactly.
it. I don't want anything that bad if I'm going to pay an extra $5,000, $10,000, whatever the case may be. That is not in the way because when it comes time, like we were talking about for trading, that value of that asset, or well, that's a liability, really. The value of whatever it is that you bought, now you're putting that on top of it. So you're just putting yourself in a worse situation. So unless you plan on keeping that thing forever for whatever it is, then that makes sense. But as long as it's something that's a depreciating asset or a liability, whatever you want to call it, if it depreciates, then you should not be paying more than what you think it should be worth.
Here's the contradiction in what you said. The contradiction is just a couple of seconds ago, you said, I don't have a problem with them doing it. I'm just not paying it. But prior to that, you said you don't like the whole practice. You think it's poor for the business. You think it's poor
Yes.
business. So you do have a problem with that process. And
Right.
that
Now,
basically you're knocking the hustle. That's what you're doing.
No, and if
You
enough
can't knock the hustle.
people have that mindset, they're not going to sell it. I mean, they're not going to do those things. They're only doing those things because people are going to buy it.
Exactly.
If a bike sat on the showroom for 5,000 over and it sat there for a month, they're going to start. They're going to be like, all right, well, we're going to have to change this.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So we as a community, we as consumers, really hold all the power. So supply and demand really isn't. That's a corporate thing. That's a business thing, right? Us
Yeah.
as consumers
Exactly.
control all of these things, and people just don't.
Exactly.
People just don't see it that way because they want it. You know, so
No. So you're right. You're right. But at the same time, like I've told you several times, everybody isn't broke. And so like you'll notice that depending on where a dealership is, they'll do it more. Because if it's a more affluent area, those people are not going to care about the markup. If they want it, they're just going to buy it. And if nobody ever bought it, then we wouldn't even ever hear about a markup. So they're not marking up every single bike. They mark up bikes that are hot at that time. That's what I mean when I say supply and demand. Now, there are some dealerships that don't do that, and I give them kudos to that. But like Mike said, they're in the business of making money. So I'm not going to knock the hustle. I'm not paying it either, right? Plus, like I said many moons ago, I'm never going to complain about the price of a toy. Now, if they're charging a markup for milk and bread, yeah, we got to have a discussion. That's wrong. But it's a motorcycle. If you can't afford it, who cares? Get something that you can afford, right? That's my take on it. But as far as losing, I'm sorry. Go ahead, Mike. You want to say something?
No, finish your thought. Finish your thought.
No, I never actually responded to my take on losing money on the trade-in. So if you want to talk about something we're talking about now, go ahead.
well, all right. Well, hold on here. Alfonso had it. He said, "I agree with you, Oscar. They give you no credit for accessories when buying, or for accessories, but when selling, they upcharge the buyer because the accessories are on the bike." Now, that in that instance, right? So, anytime I go to trade in a bike or a car, or whatever the case may be, I
Everything off.
usually take all of that stuff off, right? Because even when I go to our home dealership here in Savannah, the salesman he tells me, he's like, "Look, we pay for the price of the bike. If you have accessories on it, that's cool, or you can take them off. It's not going to change what we're going to give you for your bike." So him being upfront with me, I can appreciate. And then same thing like with other car dealers, whatever the case may be, I always remove those things anyway, unless it's something that it's more of a hassle for me to remove, then I just chuck it away. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah, exactly.
So I guess it's a little bit of a different thought process there, but
Yeah. But
Bikes
I mean,
is easier.
go ahead, Mike.
I'll say this. I think for any consumer, it's in your best interest to understand how the business works. And that's why I mentioned about dealers have profit centers. They need to make a profit off of every interaction they have with you. And sometimes to make a consumer feel better, they'll say, well, I want another $1,000 off of my trade-in. Well, if you're financing that vehicle through the dealership, okay, fine. Well, we'll move the $1,000 from your trade-in, and we'll make the extra money off of financing. So that's why it's so important to understand, because they can tell you, okay, we'll give you another $1,000 for your bike, but they're really not, because they have so many different profit centers that they can hit you with. And so to get the best deal, and if you want to do the legwork, you sell the bike yourself. You don't trade anything in because that takes away that profit opportunity for the dealer.
Yeah.
Uh, if you want to maximize your savings, finance it on your own. Anytime someone's asking me about, well, how do you get the best deal, when you're buying a car, bike, it's all the same. You shop for financing before you shop for a vehicle. You get the best
That's right.
financing deal that you
100%.
can, and you can take that into the dealership with you. And when they say, okay, well, finance, what interest rate are you looking for, or what payment are you looking for?
Yeah.
And you just tell them to give you the best
Yeah.
you got, and then you show it to you. And if they can't beat what you already have, you stick with what you have. That
Yep.
That's
takes,
right.
that opportunity from them. Extended warranties, you can think whatever you want about them.
Mm-hmm.
I've got mixed feelings on extended warranties, but understand that that's another profit center for them.
Yeah.
Every interaction you have with that dealer, all of them, is a profit
That's
center,
right.
and you just have
Yeah.
to know that going in. And if you go in blind, or if you go in, with your heart on your shoulder, falling in love with a bike before you own it, you're going to get taken, and
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm not upset with dealers for doing that. That's their job, and that's
Yeah.
what they're in the business for. The reality, when you trade a bike in, they got to bring that bike in. They got to go through it. It's going to occupy space on their showroom floor. Everybody that touches that bike has to get paid. That dealership effectively has to insure that bike while they own it. They have to protect it. The roof and all their building, all their material, all that stuff costs money. It's not free.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
They
right.
got to make money off of it.
Which is
They
why I
can't
don't.
just
Yeah. Which
not
is why I don't
nonprofits.
mind dealerships being small.
Well,
You know what I'm saying? Like, to me, that's
Yeah.
a bonus. I think that's great for it to be a small
yeah.
dealership, mom and pop style dealership. These big mausoleums and all this other crap, you can miss me with that. That is less exciting for me because of that
But
simple
then,
fact, like you're saying, you got to pay people.
yeah, but then
Well, you don't have to
there's
pay
things
them.
that you give up by going with small dealers. The small dealers may
That's
not
right.
have the money to invest in training their technicians or training their people. They have less money. The bigger dealerships have more resources.
That's
Now,
right.
the other thing a lot of people don't know is that
I don't agree with
and
that.
for most dealers, every vehicle sitting on their lot, especially the new ones, the dealers are financing. The dealers
Yep.
have credit accounts with the manufacturers, and
Yeah.
they're buying the vehicles from Harley or Indian or Ford or Mercedes or whoever. They buy those vehicles, they sit on a lot, and the dealers are making payments until the dealer can sell it. So sometimes you can get a
Yep.
better deal by finding something that they've been sitting on for a long time, because the dealer's losing
Mm-hmm.
money every single day that vehicle sits on a lot. They want
Yeah.
stuff that they can flip and turn over quick, that they don't have a lot of resources tied up in.
Yeah.
So that's another way to
Mhm.
save money. So, you
Yeah.
know,
And so, yeah, if they ask you how much do you want to pay per month, just give me an out the door price. Are you
zero.
trading
That's
something
always
in?
my answer.
Just give me an out the door price. Are you know what I mean? But so the reason I thought about this topic of how do you feel about losing money, because a friend of mine is in the process of wanting to
Mm.
buy a motorcycle, and his concern is, but man, I mean, I just put some money into this current motorcycle I have. So like I told him, and this is just me. I'm always forward thinking. Like that's me. I'm always moving forward. The train is always moving forward, and it ain't gonna stop whether you get off of it or not. And so if I put something on my bike, I paid to put something on my bike or some stuff on my bike. I bought that because I wanted to experience it in that moment. So as time goes on and I've experienced it and I've enjoyed it, and now I'm looking at something else and I want it. And I want it bad. I just can't be too concerned with trying to get money back from, like Oscar said, a depreciating asset. As soon as I buy that motorcycle, I know I'm not even going to be close to breaking even to anything, and that's not the point. I bought this stuff because I wanted to enjoy it at that point. Now, if I want to get some money back from it, then that's not a trade-in. But then you also have to think about the tax savings that you get when you trade in the bike versus selling it. Sometimes it's six in one hand, half a dozen in the other. It depends,
Yeah.
So my advice to anybody is, if it's something that you really want, don't let you. It's almost like your nickel and diamond. Even if we're talking about more than nickels and dimes, but don't get hung up on what you're going to lose. I mean, because if you think about it, are you really going to feel that? Is your household going to be impacted by the money you didn't get back from stuff you put on the bike? That's just my take on it.
Yeah, yeah. And as far as like you were talking about with the way dealerships make money, so whenever I do warranties, my rule of thumb is I pay for the warranty in cash. So if you get the wheel, it's like on my bike, I got wheel tire, the electronics covered, the extended warranty,
Yeah.
all that stuff. That is my down payment. Is when I go in there and do that. So that's just something else to think of, because why pay interest on a something to keep you from spending money.
Well, so Mike, you said you have mixed feelings about extended warranties. Now, me personally, and I hate when people say that, it doesn't make any sense, it's redundant. I never get an extended warranty on my motorcycles. I get the tire and wheel package, and that's it. And I know for me, I don't get it because by the time that extended warranty is actually, but sometimes by the time the regular warranty is up, I'm getting rid of the bike anyway. So, what do you
Yeah,
think
but you
about
you
that?
get you get all of that back. Like, so for me, what I do, I know you're asking him. I'm sorry, but
No, you're good. Go ahead.
when I pay for that warranty, it's over the. I basically put the warranty, make sure it covers for the time that I'm paying on the bike. Right. So anything going on while I'm paying on the bike, I'm good. Afterwards, it is what it is. But when
Gotcha.
you go to trade in, you get that money back anyway, whatever is left over, and then I just take that and apply that to the new bike. So for
Yeah,
me,
yeah.
it's almost like a rolling account, almost. So
Okay, I got it. I got it.
Well, my feeling on extended warranties, by and large, is a waste of money. And the reason I say that is that if a machine is gonna fail, it's gonna fail early. And the way that I ride a lot. I do about 25,000 miles a year. So if I buy a car, truck, motorcycle, or whatever, if there's going to be a manufacturing failure, it's going to happen early. If it doesn't happen, in the first, 5, 6, 7,000 miles, it's probably okay. Now, my mixed feelings are regarding the wheel and tire package, because wheel and tire package has absolutely nothing to do with manufacturing defects. Um,
Hmm.
I bent rims and all sorts of things. I mean, because if you're going to
Hmm.
spend a lot of time out riding on a motorcycle, you're going to lose tires. It's going to happen. In fact, I lost one today. Well, I had a
What?
nail in a tire today. Oh yeah, lost a nail
You're
in
the
my tire
king,
today.
man. He's the king.
I know, I know. I'm gonna do a video on it, but those are different, But
Yeah.
a warranty is to cover some type of manufacturing defect. In my opinion, manufacturing is so much better than it was, 30, 40 years ago. And I don't care who makes whatever it is. Um, Again, if it's going to fail, it'll fail nice and early. And if it doesn't fail
Yeah.
early, it's probably okay as long as you know how to maintain your vehicles. And I know how to maintain mine. I don't have a whole lot of issues with my vehicles because I know how to take care of them.
I
But
know
that doesn't mean
someone.
stuff doesn't happen, but it's just manufacturing issues. If there's a manufacturing issue,
Mhm.
that's, you don't have any control over that. And the
Right.
Yeah.
standard warranty is usually good enough to catch most of those issues.
Now we all know somebody that might disagree with that, as well as the folks in the chat know somebody that might disagree with that, and that's Wood Jr.
Yeah.
He's been going through a lot of stuff with his bike, and fortunately for him, it was all covered under the extended warranty.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
while yes, in most cases you may be right, but on the off chance that that something happens down the road, that's it's almost like insurance, right? Because insurance to me makes no sense, because why do I keep paying it once I've exceeded the value of whatever it is that I'm driving, but I still got to pay for the insurance? That's
Well,
just crazy to me
that's
anyway. But
different.
that's a whole nother conversation. Yeah, yeah. All I'm saying is that the warranty, there's a place for the warranties if that's something that you want, because these bikes are coming with all the electronic systems have issues, and as long as you're not like cutting the bike up and chopping it and making it something else, all of that's going to be covered. So I caution people, just to kind of, like, we all had a saying in the military, is do what your stripes can handle, right? So if your pocketbook can handle not having that extended warranty for whatever you're doing, hey, do what you got to do.
Well, I'll tell you this from having worked for a manufacturer, extended warranties are an enormous profit center. And I'm just telling you,
Yeah.
I stand
Oh,
by
for
what I
sure.
said. Manufacturing, the quality of manufacturing has
Mm-hmm.
improved across the board. Period. It doesn't
Mm-hmm.
matter what brand it is. A car or motorcycle manufactured today is
Mm-hmm.
significantly better than one manufactured in the 90s or the 80s or the 70s
Mm-hmm.
or whatever. They're just better built. The tighter
Yeah.
tolerances and things just work better. They last longer. And I'm not spending a lot of money on extended warranties. I'm just not going to do it. Now, again, that wheel and tire package is different because it has nothing to
Yeah.
do with anything. I mean, you can hit a
Yeah.
pothole. Next thing you know,
Yep.
you're shelling out a couple $1,000s for a rim.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's right. That's
So
right. We
those are
listen. We
different.
knew Mike's answer because homeowners warranties. We remember the answer.
Well, that's different. That's different.
Well, so like
He
I
said,
know
"I
what
can
you're
fix
saying,
it
like
myself."
it, like the warranties and stuff. That's how they make money. True, true.
Mhm.
However, that's why I don't finance the warranties. Right.
No, no.
Now
I mean, it doesn't matter.
they are gonna make some money off of that, but like I think I did the battery this time. Typically, I don't do the battery because it doesn't make. I was like, I can replace a battery,
Battery.
but
What do you mean the battery? You get a
the
warranty on your
battery
battery?
protection. Yeah, you can get a warranty on the battery.
Wow.
So
I won't do that. Yeah.
so yeah, they have that though, right? So it's like 100 and something bucks, or for
How much a
7
battery
years, or something.
cost?
Like 250. But anyway, look.
No, no.
So it's 100.
That's if his numbers are correct, that's worth it. If what he's saying is correct, $100 and something for 7 years, that battery's not going to last 7 years. So
Right.
that means they're just going to replace the battery
So-
for free. That's worth it.
So when
never
I
heard
was
of that.
talking to the guy at the place, I was like, okay, and he was saying, hey, at this point you just come and trade it in. At this point you just come and trade it in. So you have those two batteries, and that's already saved you money if you do it that way. But it's same thing like the wheel and tire package. If you see your tires getting bald, oops, apparently I ran over
Whoa,
a nail.
whoa.
That's okay. That's an integrity thing. That's
Yeah,
different.
exactly. Exactly.
Shit, hey, that's money in my
Integrity.
pockets, dang.
Okay, so 7 years. How old is the oldest bike in your garage, Oscar? I already know the answer for Robert. Robert don't keep anything longer than 6 months. So a 7 year battery warranty, unless you're gonna keep the bike 7 years.
Oh, man.
I mean, a battery don't cost. I mean, I had to put a battery in Ida Lee, and I bought it from AutoZone.
Yeah, our oldest
$100,
bike
I
is a
think.
14.
Yeah. Oh, that's the Scout that you never ride.
Yeah.
Yeah. Thank God. Thank
Hey,
God. Hold
that
on.
Scout's tough.
Let me Kelly B. Glidden. You have a warranty on any of your bikes?
Yeah, on both of my bikes.
He's a sucker. He got it on both of his bikes.
He ain't no sucker. Hey, you
Tell
right.
him to come
bruh.
to the
Protect
microphone.
your-
We can't hear him back there.
Yeah, he got to
Come
come
over here.
forward.
You can stand up. I'll move this up so they can see what you're saying.
Yeah,
Okay.
hey, I was just listening to y'all talk about the battery. I don't know if y'all seen my short where I just took my battery off my bike that's been on there since 2018. It just went dead.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's what's
So
up.
it lasted me for a minute.
Yeah.
And but
Yeah.
one thing about me, I don't keep my battery on a triple charger.
Oh,
I don't do
really?
that.
Yeah.
Why?
No,
Why?
I don't.
Why?
I feel like it eats the battery up, the cells, to me.
Okay.
That's what I feel. But I got an old school charger that I use. If I know that I'm going to ride that bike that day, I connect it up before I go to work or early that morning.
Mm-hmm.
And so when I go out, it's ready to jump off and already take off.
Gotcha.
So that's how I do mine. But I never keep any one of my bikes on a triple charge. So
Okay. I keep all my bikes on the charge, but if he's riding his bike a lot,
Oh,
I mean, you really only need to keep it on the trickle charger if you don't ride it a lot.
hold on. Hey, Kelly, KBG, Kelly B. Glide, man.
Bring him back up.
Hey, you got
Well,
to
for those of you
introduce.
that
You
don't
got,
know that- for those of
you
that-
got to
I was just about
introduce
to say,
yourself.
You don't know who this dude is that just hold on. If you don't know who this dude is, this is what I'm talking about. I was texting with him and he was like, I might drop by on Friday. Might. Nothing was definite, right? While we're doing splitting lanes, I get a text. Hey, I'm at the dealership.
see, I thought you was still training. So I knew you had a private course.
If I had a private course, it was in the morning, not 6 o'clock at night.
But the guy told me he thought you was at the back, so he walked me to the back.
But the point is, you left your house. That was, guys.
Okay, I have a question for Kelly B.
Text me
Gliding.
before
I
you
have a
leave your
question.
house.
Hey, I knew you wouldn't.
Kelly B, don't go nowhere. I got a question for you now.
Yes, sir.
So you there with Robert Simmons, and we all know our Robert's in town. So
Right.
my question is, sir, are we going to see you in the video with either that Honda or that Harley out there?
Well, tomorrow, I know definitely tomorrow you won't see me there because I have to take my daughter back to college. So I got to go back to
Okay,
Mississippi.
all right.
So I got
Family
a 7-hour
first, all
trip.
right.
So I might catch him on Sunday.
Hey,
All
I
right.
get out of church in time, but I'm out of church in East Texas. So I'm a
Okay.
little ways away. So yeah, I'm gonna try to
Okay.
get back.
Let me tell you
All right.
something.
We
Kelly,
need to see you in one of them
starts
videos,
with
man.
well, any sentence that starts with
exactly.
well, don't end
There
good.
you go. Listen,
That's all good,
Kelly
man.
B. Glidden. Kelly B. Glidden. So this is my second time here to Texas, which means fourth practice session. Ain't never seen him at a practice session, man. So I
Come
told
on,
him,
Kelly B.
Well,
listen,
I was at your first one when you did Melissa down the street from my house.
yeah, you were binoculars. You were watching. I'm
Yeah,
talking about being in it.
see, we didn't know each other like that at
It
that
don't matter,
time.
man. Half the people in that session I met for the first time. They didn't know me at all. So yeah, I'm gonna stay on top of him because I told him. I said, listen, even traveling tall was in our practice session out in Tennessee.
Oh,
In
Yeah.
Tennessee.
dang.
He did 4
Now,
exercises.
I'm gonna
I've been in
give
a,
Kelly
I've been
B
in a
some
few.
love here because I've seen a couple of Kelly B's videos where Kelly B
Yeah, he's
popping
good.
some U-turns out in front of his house. So I
Yeah,
know he can do it
yeah,
because I've seen it.
exactly.
And I need everybody to know that Kelly B Glidden has his Harley Davidson motorcycle, and Kelly's a real nice guy. But man, when he get on that bike and twist the throttle, man, he will leave you in the dust. I think he might take your bike, Rob. I'm just saying. I ain't trying to start nothing, but I think Kelly.
No.
I think Kong might take you, man. I don't know.
Yeah,
I don't know. I
it
think
better take me
Kong.
with all the stuff he added to it. It better take me. But if you listen,
Hey,
if
hey,
you
has he
want to
seen official
see,
Mac?
Yeah.
that's a different level though. I mean, it's a different level. He's putting all E80. You're not putting E85 in your bike, so yeah, that's totally different.
Travel. You don't travel.
Yeah, exactly. The bike's got to be reliable too. I'm not saying that some people's aren't because I think I forgot his name, but he's out here in Texas too.
2147 crew.
Yeah, yeah, he's got turbo and stuff on his bike, but he
Oh my
rides it
God!
too.
Yeah, that thing is a monster.
Yeah. Oh man, see, you made me forget what I was gonna say. God damn.
Well,
Batteries,
look, let me take this time
No,
here.
no,
Now, you remember?
Hold up. If you ever want to see a grown man go into a Harley Davidson dealership and have orgasms, watch Kelly B. Glidden on YouTube. When he's looking at that CVO, oh God, God, people. Oh.
He say, "What color is
Now,
Oh,
it?"
yeah?
Oh.
We're gonna talk about it.
for
We're gonna talk
everybody
about it.
watching, for everybody watching us today, if you haven't checked out Kelly B Glyden's YouTube channel, check him out.
Yeah.
Kelly B Glyden, check him out. He's a good dude.
And you're gonna see what I'm talking about. He's an emotional guy. He wears it all on the sleeve. So if he's happy, you're gonna know he's happy. If he's excited, I told him this was last year. I think when he was looking at a CVO, I'm like, dude, you got to at least go in there with a poker face. I mean, he's in there like, oh God. He walked in the dealership. How tall are you? 6'3"? He's 6'3". When he walked in, he was 5 feet because he was on his knees.
Yeah, they know they got it. Boy, they know they got it. Hey, we selling
we
the
got any
bike today,
comments, man?
fellas.
Any comments, man? Any comments you're gonna read? Or are we good? Somebody
I've
said,
been
oh, Massive
putting them- I've
Void.
been
We
putting
just
them
booked
up.
for
Well,
March.
So
well,
I
someone
do want
commented on my
to.
amazing baseball card collection behind me, so I appreciate. I think that was Miss Anita
I
commented
do.
on that.
Yeah. I do have something for Kim and Matt though.
Oh,
She was
damn.
talking
He
about
just dismissed your cards. He was like, yeah.
No.
I do
Like,
have
what's
something
that?
to give him, man.
but
Oh, this way.
He just totally dismissed those cards.
that
We
is
need
not.
to give Mike an infraction. We need to give Mike an infraction because when we started this video, he had a arcade game behind him. And then all of a sudden,
Yep.
it was a shift. Now we're talking about Ali.
I didn't even notice it until
Well,
you said something. I was like, oh yeah,
but
he
this is the
did.
background that I wanted, and I just
Oh,
when
okay.
it started, I'm like, so.
Go
So
ahead, Kim
anyway,
and Matt.
for Kim and Matt, right? Because I know they're doing
and Matt
their
business.
search. I know they're doing their search.
Here we go.
hey. So
Here
if
we
you
go.
run into a situation where somebody's talking markups, I know of a place that doesn't have any markups. So just hit me up. I'm not putting any information out there. You just contact me. I'll let you guys know. Cool.
Hold up.
They make their
I know
money
of a-
somewhere else.
I know of a place that's not doing markups as well because I'm getting ready to buy a bike from them next weekend.
Oh snap!
I mean,
They don't do nothing there either. I thought they did. I mean,
markups. Now if you go to the first dealership headed south, they
No.
smoking the stuff, man. They smoking the stuff.
I'm not talking, but I'm talking about for everybody. They might be doing for you, but is that for
No,
everybody?
man,
Is
they
that
don't do it.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah.
Well, good, man.
Must
We're
be a
gonna have to
Savannah
talk.
thing. Must be a Savannah thing. Yes.
Anyways, all right. So before we go too long, we're gonna get into our last topic for today.
Oh God.
And for all of us that are homebodies, this is probably gonna make some sense to you. Maybe it won't. I don't know. But
Yeah.
what I want to know is how complicated does household machines need to be? And a Keurig, a washer and dryer, a freaking dishwasher, like all of this stuff. It just, why is it so complicated? I was getting ready for work and I was like, oh, I'm gonna wash a couple of things real quick. I go to the laundry room and I look and it's like this big terrible robot sitting in front of me and I don't even know what to do with it. You know what I'm saying? I open the door. That's all I knew how to do. Why they gotta be so complicated? The wife comes in. No, do this. Put this here. She gets on her phone. She turns it on. She's doing all this stuff. I'm like, oh my God. I just want to wash some clothes.
So, first of all, I want to start out by apologizing to Mike. Now, Mike, you weren't on the call yet. This was before we got on the air, and Finesse told me he was going to talk about this topic, and immediately I said, you know what? This has to be from Mike because Mike is so ancient right now. He's got such an old man's way of looking at stuff, and then Finesse was like, oh no, this is me. So I apologize.
This was an interesting comment here from Trike Boss. This is Rob's next truck. Are we talking about that today or no? Is that an honorable mention? No?
Well, we're gonna be on that one for a while.
Yeah. Okay.
No,
well, we'll do a whole episode for Rob's truck.
Okay, we'll do it next week.
Because I got a whole bunch to say. Yeah. Anyway, go ahead.
We need to do that one live at the dealership. How about that?
Oh, please.
Excuse me?
We barely can get this guy.
Whoa. No, don't be this guy. Don't be this guy, right? Because we were trying to do some filming in Daytona and the superstar here, Robert Simmons, was busy. You know what I'm saying? I was like, man,
Hold on.
I'm trying to get 2 words in. I was like, hey Rob. He's like, oh well, blah 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 blah. Let me hop on my bike. I was like, okay, all right.
I can't believe he had the audacity to bring Daytona up again where he flaked. I can't believe that.
Anyway, so we were talking about washers and dryers, right? So
Yeah.
how complicated
So
did it need to be?
You said that you didn't know how to work your washing machine. And so my question for you, I wrote this down because I wanted to make sure I got into your ass on this one. How old is the washing machine, please? Copious notes.
Probably by now, like a month, maybe 2 months.
Oh, brand new.
A month.
Yeah.
Okay. I think we should ask Crystal for the real answer, but
Yeah,
let's give
she's
him the
gonna
month.
put it in the comments,
Right?
I'm sure.
Okay. Yeah, please, Chris, put it in the comments. Now, in a month's time, have you not done any laundry?
No.
Okay.
Look, after that failed attempt, I haven't even, all I do is put stuff in there. I turn the power on and I let the wife know that it's there and she does whatever she does from her phone.
What brand is the washing machine? Oh,
Expensive.
geez.
And it's expensive brand. That's what it is.
Crystal, please put in the comments. Is it an LG? Is it just tell us what it is. I know Anita swears by LGs. She loves them. And Crystal, do me a favor, because right now I think every time I would talk to Oscar, this is back when he was unemployed.
Why we got to bring up old
Let me
stuff?
rephrase that. When he was retired, it would be Sunday, and he was like, "Yeah, well, Saturday I'm doing this. Sunday I got to do laundry." And I used to kind of mess with him about doing laundry or whatever. And now that there's a new washing machine there, don't be surprised if he ain't online trying to figure out how to use it. Like,
So,
this
look,
is going to be
and
his excuse.
She went out of town for a weekend or something or another. Like, no laundry was washed. None.
Dang.
That's
I was like,
unacceptable.
I didn't know
Title
I
this
didn't know what I was
episode,
doing.
Oscar wears dirty draws.
I go buy some first. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly. They're not dirty. He just turns them inside out.
Inside out, front, back. You know what I'm saying?
Listen, that's a poor excuse, man, for your bride to come back home and see a pound of laundry because you refuse to. Well, we already know you don't like to read.
I
but at
help
least
her
watch a YouTube
with
channel.
The laundry. I help her with the laundry.
Well, you ain't helping that weekend.
No. No.
Well, anyway, I mean, listen, I don't think that things are overly complicated. And the only reason I say that is there's a lot of features that the washing machine in my house and the dryer have that I don't know about and I don't need to know about. Like if you really wanted to wash those clothes, you could have figured it out. Like this, you don't need all the extra bells and whistles. Put it in there, pick a temperature. You don't have to put a ton of detergent in the machines anymore. We know that. You don't have to pick a water level anymore. So it's not that difficult. Put it on normal, hit start. Boom. Uh-oh. Caption
Yeah.
this. Did anybody put an answer to that in
No.
the comments?
I
Caption
think
that photo?
I think that was prior to.
Yeah, guys, do me a favor and caption this photo.
Yeah.
But to answer the question, for me, anything that I use is not overcomplicated. The refrigerator's smart. The new cooktop is smart. The ovens are smart. But I just use it like I would normally use something, and I get stuff on my phone. So you swing and the miss with you with this washing machine being too complicated. You just lazy. You don't want to read.
Man, look, that thing has no business being that complicated.
Now I wanna
you,
see it.
you press the button and it should be done.
I want an
It
old
is.
school washing machine that
Oh, you got muted, Mike.
Uh-oh.
No, I was going to say, I
Always
want an
hitting that
old school
button.
washing machine that actually uses water instead of these crappy ones that just sprinkle water on it and spin the clothes around a couple of times. And the detergent, it's just, deodorizer. They're not washing clothes. These things suck.
Your
'Cause they
your
don't
we
use
go.
your
water.
clothes
Here
your
we
clothes
go.
gonna
I'm
come
just
out
saying.
looking like you gonna look
I
like a
got
hobo,
my
man.
washing machines are a couple years old, and I hate them. I absolutely hate them because they don't use enough water. I wanted to use a ton of water to wash the clothes and soak them and spinning them around and all the good stuff they used to do instead of just sprinkle them and then squirt a little bit of the detergent on there. Those things suck.
Mike, do you still keep money under your mattress?
No,
Between the mattresses and the box spring? No.
no, sir,
Do
I
you
do
have a
not. No.
shiffer? Do you have a shiffer in your house?
A who? A
Not a
shipper? A
chaperone.
what? You
Do you
know
have
what
a
that is?
Davenport? Do you have a Davenport in your house? Do you
Hey,
have a
so
I'm
Kim,
just
Do you
saying.
Chesterfield? A Chesterfield?
so
I'm saying.
so Kim and Matt said,
Have you noticed how much water new toilets use to flush? How many flushes does it take? That's what I want. How many flushes does it take?
well, it tells you it's
My
gallons,
toilet?
whatever gallons per flush. What is it,
My
like two?
toilet takes one flush. I got a high flow toilet to ensure that I don't have any issues. But it still doesn't need a whole bunch of water swirling around. And no,
No,
it's just not
I
necessary.
want the
We are
ocean. I want
look.
the
We are
ocean
not.
flowing through
Yeah,
there.
I want
We
the
are
ocean.
not talking about toilets.
If you
Say,
want
she's
the
like,
ocean,
so no. So Kim and
Welcome
Matt
to splitting
said,
lanes.
how many drinks have you had, Q?
I'm
he
still
said,
waiting.
he
I
said, I'm
promise
getting
you. Let's see.
there.
I'm
No,
actually
they
overdue.
captioned. No, they captioned the image,
Oh,
and then
oh,
he said, "It says
oh, that's
Tennessee
a good
tea
one.
incoming." Yeah.
Tennessee, yes,
so I
sir.
wanted to, my caption to this, I
Oh,
already sent it to these guys. The caption was me saying, no, the caption was Mike saying, looks like Finesse flaked on us again. And then my response was, at least he's consistent.
all of that is terrible. All of that is terrible.
Yeah. Ironically, at this location where this picture was taken, that's when we had the flaking conversation right there.
That is part of it. Yes.
And in my defense, I know what Oscar's talking about. I was talking to some preloaders and VI preloaders in front of the Tab Performance rig, and I'm talking to them. It's probably 6 or 7 guys, and I get on my bike. I'm doing some demonstrations, and then I turn around. It's like 45 people just in a circle around me. So I apologize for that. That's not me being a superstar. That's
and
just
and also as an aside, I've been really busy lately, really busy lately because
Yes. Hold on a
of this
second. Wait a
right
minute.
here.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
This is it. That's it.
okay. Why have you been so busy because of this? I don't understand. What does that mean?
Because Gambit and I are getting acquainted. Look at that thing, man. That thing is
See what I mean?
gorgeous.
See what I mean? You see what I mean, guys? See how he
Don't
drew?
say it, son.
See how he drew you in by saying I've been really busy because of this. he wanted to show you the bike, And then when I made him elaborate, he had nothing. He had nothing.
Look at that thing.
Oh,
Look at that thing. Look at it. Just look at it. Look at it. Oh,
Well,
so
I'm
beautiful.
telling you, turn it to a 3/4. It's beautiful. But as
No,
long
no,
as the back of that bike is showing.
Nah, man. I'm working on the review.
Oh, okay. 10-4.
Anyways,
You want to put the bike up there that I'm buying? Everybody on here already knows.
nobody
I
knows.
sent it to you.
No,
Yes, they do because we talked about it.
Nobody knows.
We talked about it on this show after I came back from California.
All right,
Anyway.
stand by.
Stand by. There's been guys. Have we had a BS counter on the side of the screen? Like right now, I'm looking at it on my screen, and it says 27 people are in here. If we had a BS counter right next to it, it'd be higher than that. Nah, that's not the picture I sent you, man. That's a terrible picture. Matter of fact, you told me.
I agree. I was like, why did they send you some sideways photo?
Yeah, you
What do
told
we-
me it was
what do we-
terrible, so I sent you another picture.
Oh, did you really?
You want me to send? Yeah, I did.
No, stand by. I do not see.
Well, according to Mike,
additional-
Mike said, I don't know if you said it in one of your last videos, Mike, but I think you said you don't think you're ever buying another motorcycle again. I mean, I called BS on it as soon as I heard it.
Oh, 100%.
I could be wrong.
Just keeping it real. I don't see it happening.
Like
Okay.
you don't have no dinosaurs in your house?
Yeah. I
don't
mean, my
start
oldest
that.
bike
Don't
is my
start.
18. I love that bike. My 18 is my
Oh,
favorite bike.
and
Yeah.
Mrs. Finesse did correct me. I thought our oldest bike was a 14. Apparently, it's a 23. I was so close.
Well, you were close.
Dude,
So
let me tell you
close.
something. I'm telling you right now, Crystal is the only reason why you're not going to be in an old folks home prematurely. Because, I mean,
You're right.
Can she tell us what the brand is of the washing machine, please?
Stand by. Let me mute you while I yell across the house like a heathen.
Oh, I thought she was gonna. Man, that bike is beautiful, man. Ah, beautiful. I already asked him to push the handlebars all the way up. Not that bike. Get that damn thing off the screen. That's not. You don't even own that bike anymore. I asked him to push the handlebars all the way up so that I don't have to worry about that. And I'll be picking that bike up on Saturday. Hopefully, Finesse will be there and Mike will be there, and I will be christening those floorboards as soon as I pull out the dealership, right in front of the dealership.
All right.
Hello, Crystal.
You may ask. They say hello.
Oh, hello.
And now, what was
Thank
the
God
question?
for Crystal. What's the brand of the washing machine, please?
The brand of the washing machine that I don't know how to operate. The washer and dryer. What is it?
Samsung.
Samsung.
Samsung. Really? You got a million Samsung TVs in there, and you can't remember that it's a Samsung washer and
Oh my
dryer?
gosh! How long have we had it?
Couple months.
Couple of months.
Yeah, I said two.
No, you didn't. You said
I
one
did.
month.
I said
one
maybe
month.
two. I said maybe two.
You
Why
said
do you
one.
think it's?
Yeah, he said one. You notice
Okay.
that every time Crystal answers a question, it's not even close to his answer. Like, it's not even close.
That is. Thank you. All right. Gosh, man, no,
I
that
know.
is not the thing.
Hopefully, Crystal will go back and watch this because she's going now. But I am going to say to her, as a supervisor of police, I recall working the desk. And when you work the desk, you bring certain cops with you so they can work with you because they know how to do stuff. Every now and then there'll be a cop that's hurt, so he doesn't normally work the desk, but he can't go on patrol, so he has to work the desk. And I would watch this cop every day say, I'm not trained on that. I don't know how to do it. I'm not trained on that. I don't know how to do it. So when I got into contact with this cop, guess what I told him? I'm going to feed you. I'm sorry, not feed you. I'm going to teach you how to fish. He didn't know what the hell I was talking about. I said, I'm going to teach you how to fish. But really, it's him trying to not have to do anything based on the fact that he doesn't know how to do it. But if I teach him, he'll learn. So, Crystal, teach him.
I just break it.
Do the damn laundry.
Anyways, so that is going to do it for our show today. We are back in action. We're going to keep this thing going, man. Fridays is where we are. This is what we're going to be doing on Fridays, 7 o'clock. Set your timer, or set your clock, rather. I said 7 o'clock, set your clock. Anyway, whatever. You know what I mean. I really appreciate everybody here. If you haven't already, please hit that like button. If you have not subscribed yet, please hit that subscribe button so you get notified when we are making, putting out new videos, new contents, and things like that. And as this thing progresses, I mean, we're going to be going through some changes. We're going to be making some different adjustments to the channel with guests and other things, but that's going to be something moving forward. So I'll let you guys say whatever it is you want to say before we get out of here.
Yeah, I mean, again, guys, always appreciate you spending time with us on your Friday. And I almost laughed out loud hearing Finesse tell you guys to set a time, set an alarm to remind me. When he needs to take his own advice instead to remind him and Mike as well. You know, Mike as well. It's on my calendar, so I already know. But when we say we're going to be with you guys Fridays, it'll be live if we can, but if we know one of us can't be there, what we do is we record it like we used to do, and it's supposed to be released on Friday at 7 o'clock. So that's it, guys. Enjoy your weekend. I got 2 practice sessions here in Texas at Texas Harley Davidson, so that's why I'm here in Texas. That's why Kelly B. Glyden is behind me. Hold up, he's sitting behind me. I got to watch the words. It's a pause moment. No, he ain't staying here with me. As soon as this is over.
Yeah. Hey, Kelly, you got to show
He's
him
on
what
the
Texas
love
is
seat
about,
waiting
man.
for
You
you.
got to show him what Texas is about there, homeboy.
Yeah, no. It don't look good. He's back there. I got pants on the couch over here.
I was gonna say that, but I'm gonna let it go.
Let it go, man. Not that there's anything wrong with that. Anyway, have a good weekend, guys.
Yeah, have a good weekend, everybody. We'll see you on the next one.
All right, y'all. I got to find the finish button. Here we go. All right.
Wait a minute. Did he ever do the intro?
What?
even remember.
Yes. Oh, dang. I did see, and then I got to hit the end broadcast. So you can. Oh man.